Big game on Sunday, Manchester City against Spurs at the Etihad. Here are the odds, no surprise. Manchester City installed as pretty serious favorites over Spurs. Let's take a look at the predictions. And everybody going for Manchester City. Jan, you've got the biggest scoreline difference here at 3-0. You're giving Spurs no chance, huh?
That's because this last week, and I did my studying, boys, I was live on both their games. I went to Manchester City. Yes, they didn't convince us against Liverpool, but still the better team. You have to say Liverpool lucky to take a point away there. But then I went to Tottenham. Yes, Tottenham created enough chances, and it was just like unbelievable. They couldn't score more in that first half. But that defense of Tottenham, I'm sorry. If they play Alvarez, if they play Haaland, if they play Foden, if they play Doku, I mean, that does look well for Tottenham. I like Postecoglou. He says if I can't do plan A, I will do plan A better, he says. Now 3 losses in a row. I'm just wondering if that romantic thing maybe got to change a bit if you play Manchester City away with not your best defense. So I think that this will be a field day for the Manchester City attackers. It was funny, I just, if I may say, because Alexander-Arnold scored that winner, everybody said, yeah, he was fantastic and he was man of the match potential in that game. Well, Doku murdered him. I mean, Doku 1-against-1 against Arnold. Unbelievable. So he's on fire, so I think that is a clear win for Manchester City.
Ale, you've picked this one close. You got Manchester City winning, but only 2-1. What's the worry for City there?
That they fall into the trap of getting into a back and forth like they did against Chelsea. For many years, Guardiola, in whatever team he has coached and managed, his teams were about control. Control of the possession, control of the pace of the game. They speed it up when they want to. They slow it down when they want to. And what we saw from Manchester City against Chelsea, and in some moments against Liverpool, but not as much as we did against Chelsea, is that they were far too willing to get into a back and forth. We'll attack, you'll attack us. We'll attack you, you'll attack us. I think that sort of game plays into the hands of whatever is it that Postecoglou wants to do and Spurs wants to do. And I don't know that you want to get into that game with a team that this is what they like to do. This is what we do best. We'll get in a back and forth with you. So if I'm Manchester City, I'm looking for a sense of control, of dominance, overwhelming control, being that group of players that can take the possession into the attacking half and break down lines of defending with the quality of that possession and the quality of the movement of the ball. If they do that, Manchester City wins the game. If they get in a back and forth, that's why I think it becomes closer than it needs to be.
And Man City, I think, as Ali said, will control the game. They'll control the pace of the game. They'll speed it up when they need to. They'll slow it down when they need to. I can't see anything other than a fairly comfortable Man City win.
Shaka lost for Spurs. That's 4 in a row in the league. How desperate is this?
Very, given the start that they made to the season. But I don't think things will change. And unlike Jan, who's questioning Postecoglou's romanticism, I'm not. I'm a romantic.
If there's anything we know about Shaka,
I don't expect him to change at all. And in that regard, you establish who you are. You establish what your playing style is. And this very much is a work in progress for Postecoglou. Listen, and while, yes, we're talking about 3 and well, given our predictions, 4 losses in a row, nobody thought Spurs would be even in a conversation with matching the likes of Manchester City and whoever else was up top. At least they've done that, and by showing who they are. I think they continue to do that. Wait for those fit players to come back, give them something to come in and be a part of, and see where this season takes you. But your Postecoglou is building for the long term, and I don't expect much of a change.
City hosting Spurs on Sunday. Jan, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Erling Haaland setting yet another record before we let you go. Let me make sure I get these right, because there's actually, I think, 2 of them. He's the fastest to 40 Champions League goals in only 35 games. My goodness. He's also the youngest to that mark, 40 Champions League goals. Did it at the age of 23 years and 130 days old. Not bad, Jan. Not bad.
Not bad, as Norwegians do, but yes, Erling has been. What has most impressed me about Erling? Still, he is there's a lot of work in progress. Even Erling is a work in progress. Now you see his heading ability much better. He scores more goals with his header. His build-up play is better. But what I'm so impressed with, we know we can score goals. We know we will get to chances in Manchester City. We know his runs are different class. But that he managed to always block out things, the expectations, all the records and everything. He's always there. He's always present. Then he had 2 injuries. He had that with the same injury, but 2 times. It happened against Bournemouth, happened when he played for Norway. Still managed to come back. He didn't need that time to get into the team again. He got good teammates around him. He got a great manager, but it's also down to Erling. Managed to block everything else out and always produce. Very impressive.
All right, thank you very much, Jan. Guys, it's a sad time in the show. We have to say goodbye to Stewart Robson.
Oh,
yes,
no.
It's difficult. Robbo, thanks as always for your contribution. And please, brother, get warm. You look very cold.